bring lots of water. I did bring lots. Well, it wasn't enough lots. Now what are our chances of reaching the oasis before we die of thirst? One chance in, lots. So it was a great advance when humans developed additional tools for doing math. First, systems for counting, scratches on a stone, knots on string, barcodes. Then numbers, 455 or 455,000. Then mathematics. But while our cultural math infrastructure has changed, our brains are still the same from a biological perspective. Even if we train a lot, and we do all the way up through college, mathematics is a blisteringly new piece of high-tech software strapped on top of a clunky piece of hardware. It can work, but it will never be our first instinct. Billions, trillions, millions, cajillions, they all sound the same, but describe wildly different realities. Our brains were designed to grok 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. After that, it's just lots. Consider this thought experiment designed to help people understand the difference between a million and a billion. You and a friend each enter a lottery with several large prizes, but there's a catch. If you win, you must spend $50,000 of your prize money each day until it runs out. You win $1 million. Your friend wins $1 billion. How long does it take each of you to spend your lottery windfall? As a millionaire, your encounter with runaway consumerism is surprisingly short. You go bust after a mere 20 days. If you win on Thanksgiving, you're out of money more than a week before Christmas. Sorry, Cousin Anna, the lottery money ran out before we bought your present, but we did get you the Orange Crush umbrella. For your billionaire friend, resources would hold out a tad longer. He or she would have a full-time job, spending $50,000 a day for 55 years. Approximately 2 generations, almost 14 presidential terms. One wait to hear your name called at the DMV. 1 billion. 1 followed by 9 zeros is a number. We might think we understand it because it's right there in black and white, but it has so many zeros that our brains fog up. It's just lots. When we see how much larger it is than 1 million, it comes as a surprise. Think of what we accomplished by forcing you to imagine watching your friend spend $50,000 every day for 55 years. Not only does it make the number click, it morphs our envy into something so real and palpable that we'll help you kick your friend in the shins. It's an animated picture that brings the number to life. This book is based on a simple observation. We lose information when we don't translate numbers into instinctive human experience. We do hard, often painstaking work to generate the right numbers to help make a good decision. But all that work is wasted if those numbers never take root in the minds of the decision makers. As lovers of numbers, we find this tragic. The work that is being done to understand the most meaningful things in the world, ending poverty, fighting disease, conveying the scale of the universe, telling a heartbroken teen how many other times they will fall in love, is being lost because of the lack of translation. That's when the two of us, Chip, a business school professor, and Carla, a science journalist, thought, there ought to be a book for this sort of thing. But there isn't. We've looked. There are great guides for making graphs more stylish and persuasive, or for making infographics that make a complex process easier to understand. But there's no guidebook and writing guide for the fundamental process of making numbers count, getting people to understand them in instinctive and accurate terms. And because we don't understand the process, we fear it. When numbers come up, half of us say, I'm a designer, teacher, lawyer, not a numbers person, as if casting a spell to ward off a vampire.